I used to think that attractive people were simply the people who looked the best. Have you ever met someone who looked beautiful at first, but after spending some time with them, you realize that they are less attractive? Maybe it's because you realize that they are rude, you realize that they constantly complain, maybe they gossip about other people. That makes you realize that looks alone are not enough to make someone attractive. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rona and I share honest conversations about growth, life and becoming. In today's video, we are going to talk about how becoming attractive has nothing to do with looks. So let's get right into the video. I used to think that attractive people were simply the people who looked the best. The people with the perfect faces, the people with the perfect bodies, the people with the perfect style. But the older I get, the more I realize something surprising. Some of the most attractive people become unattractive the moment they start speaking. And some people who don't fit society's beauty standards become incredibly magnetic. Because attractiveness isn't just about what people see. It's about what people feel when they are around you. And that's something that no makeup, no hairstyle, no outfit can fully create. First, I realized that looks don't hold attention. Looks can attract people for a moment, but looks alone rarely keep the attention. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who looked beautiful at first, but after spending some time with them, you realize that they are less attractive? Maybe it's because you realize that they are rude, you realize that they constantly complain, maybe they gossip about other people, maybe they made every conversation about themselves. That makes you realize that looks alone are not enough to make someone look attractive. It's about how they carry themselves. The opposite also happens. Like, have you ever met someone and you don't notice their appearance at first, but after spending time with them, they become more attractive every time you see them? That's because energy always lasts longer than appearance. The next thing I realize is that attractive people do take care of themselves, not because they are trying to impress everyone, but because they respect themselves. It's not to impress people. It's not about what people are going to think of them. It has nothing to do with other people. They do it for themselves. You can see it in small things. They take care of their hygiene, they wear clean clothes, they exercise, they try to glow, they speak respectfully, they don't neglect their health. For example, two people may look similar physically, but one constantly looks exhausted, never takes care of themselves, and has no self-discipline. The other one takes care of their body, their environment, and their mindset. Most people will naturally feel drawn to the second person because self-respect is attractive. When you respect yourself, you become attractive. It doesn't matter how you look, you just have to have that self-respect and yeah, you're going to become attractive. So attractiveness is also about self-respect. The other thing I've realized is confidence changes your presence. I've noticed that confident people don't always try to prove themselves. They don't constantly seek approval. They don't walk in the room wondering if everyone likes them. It never matters, because they already like themselves. They're not trying to seek validation from anyone or to prove themselves to anyone. That is what confidence is. It's attractive. They don't constantly seek approval. They move differently, calmly, comfortably. They know who they are. For example, if someone disagrees with them, they don't immediately panic. They don't change their personality just to fit in. No, they don't panic. They don't try to change to fit what society wants or approves of. They can handle rejection without falling apart. And that confidence creates a presence that people notice. That's why people draw to confident people. There is so much attractiveness when it comes to confident people. Like, they are attractive. They are usually attractive people, very attractive people. So you have to work on your confidence, and yeah, it will make you look attractive. They don't attract people because they are loud. They attract people because they are secure in themselves and who they are. So you have to be secure in yourself, know who you are, and that is going to make you attractive. The other thing I realized about attractiveness is that desperation kills attractiveness. Nothing drains your energy faster than constantly seeking validation. Nothing. When you constantly seek validation, your energy is going to constantly feel drained. Your energy gets drained when you're constantly texting people fast, when you're constantly begging people to stay, when you're constantly over-explaining yourself, when you're constantly trying to convince people to choose you. Attractive people don't do that. No, they don't. Not because they are arrogant, but it's because they understand their value. If someone doesn't appreciate them, they don't force that connection. For example, if a relationship or friendship becomes one-sided, they stop chasing. Yeah. If someone constantly disrespects them, they create distance. If a relationship isn't healthy, they are willing to walk away. Their standards are really attractive. Desperation is really exhausting, so you have to really have standards, and that is really going to make you attractive. It's something I've also noticed lately. I have also realized that real glow-ups happen internally. Most people focus on only changing their appearance, but the biggest glow-ups start inside. They start when you begin thinking differently, when you stop insulting yourself, when you become disciplined, when you set boundaries, when you heal from things that have been hurting you, when you start keeping promises to yourself, because eventually your inner life starts showing on the outside. A peaceful person looks different. A confident person looks different. A disciplined person looks different. A person who respects themselves carries themselves differently. And that's the kind of attractiveness that lasts. With all that being said, the most attractive thing you can become is someone who genuinely respects themselves. Not someone who depends on attention. Not someone who needs constant validation, but someone who knows their value. Because when you respect yourself deeply, other people can feel it. They can see it. And that kind of attractiveness never goes out of style. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share, leave a comment, and let me know what you think attractiveness is according to you. Let me know if you agree, if it's about looks, or yeah, let me know what you think of that video in general. I'll reply to all your comments, and thank you again for being consistent on my channel. Have a good day wherever you are in the world, and keep supporting me.